Hi, Leta. Welcome to this week's episode of Leta's Tap Styles.
Me.
Were we supposed to have guests?
Me.
And did we have some minor problems?
Yeah.
Did we have technical difficulties on our end?
Yes.
So are we moving our guests to next week?
Yeah.
All right. So Miss LeeAnn and Miss Courtney will join us next week, and you will definitely have a microphone right in front of your face because it turns out if it's not in front of your face, we can't hear you.
Yeah. Wait, who's Miss Courtney?
I say Miss Courtney and not Miss LeeAnn. I need more coffee this morning.
No, you said Miss Courtney and Miss LeeAnn. But who's Miss Courtney? All I know is Courtney. Who's Miss Courtney? Is there another Courtney that we know that I did not know is named Courtney?
No, we're talking Courtney. I just said Miss. I need more coffee this morning.
Yeah. Jack's just gonna stare out the window.
Well, if he barks, he's going to have issues.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get back on topic here.
Yeah.
I know this is hard for the autistic ADHD people to do, but let's talk.
Me and you.
Yes. Since Miss LeeAnn is not here this week, we thought we would go ahead and just talk about stuff she sells at the shop.
Uh-huh.
The problem is you do not own any of the cheap student shoes that she sells.
I thought you said it was more expensive to go for a shoe in like 2 weeks, get one in 2 weeks, get another pair in 2 weeks, and get another pair in 2 weeks, and then another in 2 weeks, and then another in 2 weeks, and then another in 2 weeks.
Let's explain that real quick since you just said it. The student pairs are rated.
I break shoes easily.
No, what the thing is you are in your tap shoes a lot.
Oh, and don't forget apparently I go super hard in them, and apparently that makes the heel break. Like the time I literally broke a heel.
Yes, but you have got student shoes are great for beginners. They are amazing for beginners. They're rated for 23 hours. Most beginners do that over a season. You, however, do 23 hours in about a week and a half. And the closer it gets to a Soul Talk performance, the more you're in your shoes.
Yes. Also, I need to learn how to not chip my board easily. There's a lot of holes in one board. And I've only had that for like 2 years. 2 years?
Well, you know, when you take chunks out of your board while you're tapping.
Yeah.
Back to the shoes. So student shoes run about $40. They're not the best leather.
They're easy to break in a day.
They're not easy. They're not easy to break unless you're doing, you know, you've had days you're doing 12, 13 hours in your shoes.
Yeah.
Student shoes are made for students, not for I'm putting 12 hours in my shoes.
I feel like there are stuff teachers never told you. Like how many times I accidentally tapped the screw tail on my shoes.
I mean, also Urban Tap is a lot more aggressive than Lyrical Tap. Lyrical Tap is nice and dainty and Fred Astaire.
Yeah.
Okay, well, you've always gone hard in your shoes.
Heavy shoes.
But student shoes are perfectly fine for students.
Yes.
In fact, I would suggest when your kid is growing like a weed to buy the cheap shoes.
Okay, now my fault you got me with contacts.
It is a lot cheaper if your kid is not going through them every 2 weeks to just go ahead and buy the $49 pair of tap shoes versus the $250 pair of tap shoes we buy you.
Okay, in my defense, it's not my fault we had to give me expensive tap shoes before I was on Soul Talk. Not my fault.
We didn't get the really expensive ones till you got on Soul Talk.
Yeah, I said expensive. I didn't say really expensive.
No, I mean, we went up to the mid-range shoes for you before you got on Soul Talk because you were doing.
Then we went to the really, really expensive.
Well, the reason we went from mid-range to expensive on you was the mid-range you were having issues with. Remember?
What was that again?
You didn't like how the mid-range fit on your feet. We went through so many mid-range, but with your autism and your sensory issues, even some of the expensive shoes you don't like.
Not my fault they tickled on the inside. Not my fault. It's the people who made those shoes faulty. That they tickle on the inside. They were too fuzzy and fluffy and tickly, and they distracted me from dancing, and I kept falling multiple times. Not my fault. Now, I did not make the inside of those shoes, did I?
No, but normal neurotypical dancers do not have the same problems that an autistic dancer is going to have.
They tickled.
You have certain shoes that don't make you feel weird when you're wearing them.
Yeah. No.
Those shoes are the shoes we buy you because I am willing to pay a little bit more. I am willing to pay a wee bit more in order for you not to be crazy while you're wearing them.
That crazy. What is that?
Well, I mean, you weren't crazy so much as it was, how do I put this? You weren't crazy. What you were having sensory issues. And you tap at a little bit higher than a student tapper. Even a student tapper, though, it's kind of hard to learn your choreography and learn the steps if you're having sensory overload problems.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, and we tried, and we tried, and we tried, and we tried, and we went through so many mid-range.
Critic. It's like me and mac and cheese.
Yeah, but these are
shoes and not food that goes into your stomach.
And you are a huge mac and cheese critic. Like, you have mac and cheese you will not eat because you are a mac and cheese critic.
It's not my fault I almost choked on that cheese and mac.
It's called having sensory issues with autism.
I thought it was called texture issues.
Texture is considered part of the sensory group.
Why, Dad? Why?
Okay, it just is. Anywho's, we went through so many shoes. It took us a good 2 years to find your everyday tap shoes.
It really did. There was a lot of shoes. Also, that was a lot of why, child? Why? Right? That's what the people who you called said, right? They were going, why, child, why in their heads, right?
No, I mean, it was definitely a sensory issue, and tap dancers on a whole know which tap shoes they want. We literally went through, yes, but I mean, we went through all the mid-range, all of them.
Every existing one at a time.
Which, when you're talking mid-range, for everyone who's not up on it, most dance stores do not carry mid-range or the pros in stock. They were all special order. You're good.
I'm a little critic.
But, like, a student, you have to do whatever your studio says, which I get it. Everyone does it. But when you get up to your style shoe or your range.
No.
But eating your microphone.
I'm not eating it on it. I'm just chewing on it. You know I like chewing on stuff. Like my finger.
So, we went through every major brand of shoe and some non-major brands of shoes trying to find let's discuss which shoe you landed on. Which shoe did you land on?
I forgot the name.
Okay, which company is it?
So Danca.
Which, strangely enough, So Danca ballet shoes. I know you hate ballet. I'm aware of your dislike of ballet. If you're watching this on YouTube.
Okay, in my defense, with all my memories of ballet, there is no such thing as a good one unless there's cupcakes. But then we're not doing the dance.
Plus, again, did I mention the whole doing ballet while I popped out my right hip? So help me. It is not a person. I can blame it.
For everyone who doesn't know that story, and then we'll circle back, you popped out your hip at 11 months old because you were trying to pirouette in my kitchen.
In my defense,
you don't walk well yet.
I'm sorry, I was 11 months old watching ballet guy.
Not my fault. You let your 11-month-old child watch Phantom of the Opera.
Yeah. I don't know what to tell you. You were 11 months old. You were not qualified to do that. I mean, you weren't even in dance class yet when you were trying to do this.
I had goals at a young age.
Yes, let's get back to your shoes. You have the So Danca Taylas. I think they're the 800V. Miss LeeAnn can probably in the comments somewhere correct us next week. They're not going to be on the bottom of your shoe. I just know the names. Look, they take the time out to name these shoes. We should call them by their names, not their numbers, don't you think?
Yeah.
Okay, so can you tell us about the Taylas?
They're comfy.
What makes them comfy?
The inside is filled with fluff and it isn't tickly my feet like there's no tomorrow.
I think I know which shoe you're talking about.
Like,
A very common shoe.
Yes.
Let's
no, tomorrow.
Okay, what else do you like about the Taylas?
Have I gotten complaints from teachers from like this studio with to go here too? Yes. Why? Noise complaints. Why? Because I was tapping like there was no tomorrow with noise. And I like that. I like annoying people who annoy me. It's fun.
Okay, maybe we shouldn't be annoying our dance teachers though.
Yeah, but if you're mean to me.
Okay, this is why we're starting our own studio for autistic kids, is because
Also, in my defense, if you mess up my name so many times and also mess up other facts about me so many times, so help me, I will annoy you like there's no tomorrow. But if you're people like one of my mentors, I don't mean to annoy you, I'm just doing my natural annoyance. But if I'm using my tap shoes like there's no tomorrow, so help me. And also, in my defense, if you keep calling me Leta, well, Leta is right, but if you say it only once and then keep going to every other L name in existence.
okay, there are people you love who sometimes don't get your name right.
No, I meant the dance teachers. I never said my mentors.
Okay, can we get back to the Taylas?
Yeah.
Okay, why are these are your everyday shoes? Like, we probably need to buy a pair just for concerts because you have been rough on these shoes. Have you not?
I haven't been that well. It's not like when I get mad when I'm frustrated. It's on my feet like there's no tomorrow and literally just try my hardest to break the board.
Okay, sure.
I get
And
frustrated.
that's here at home when you're frustrated. I mean, I think all of us get frustrated while trying
Yeah.
to learn choreo, especially with you doing it on Zoom with Soul Talk. It's a
Okay.
little harder.
Those tiny feet. Those tiny, 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 tiny little feet.
Okay, but why are the Taylas your go?
I like them.
Yes, but what do you like about them?
They're not tickling my feet like there's no absolute tomorrow.
Yes, I will keep bringing that up.
Okay.
I like the laces. Because I don't
No.
like the little spike rip on them because they're not the little ribbons.
Now, on the laces, with So Danca, they have new tap shoe laces, correct?
Yes.
You're like, Miss LeeAnn, if you're listening, I need all of them.
Yes. And no surprise. It's hard to tie your shoe with black laces because black on black.
You know what happened last time we had something on black on black. You know what happened with that Lego set. You know. It was
That
black
was a fun
on
Lego
black.
set.
Black
That
on
was a
black
fun Lego set.
with black pieces and it all being black and only half of it not being black.
Okay, once more, this is what happens when you have autism and ADHD. You can't stay on topic.
They can't put me in that. Not my
Oh
fault.
no, you come by it very naturally.
I was doomed. Doomed. I say doomed by DNA.
Do you think you should ask Miss look into the camera and go, Miss LeeAnn, please buy me all the shoelaces?
Okay. Miss LeeAnn, please buy me all these shoelaces. I can't decide. I cannot decide. Was that good?
Well, yeah. So can you explain to everyone why you need all the
They're
shoelaces?
too good. They're too good. They're too good. And somehow the pink shoelace might become one of my few things that I have that is pink. But
Okay, so the shoelaces, no, I'm just laughing slightly, not like in a bad way. I'm just
Meh.
laughing hysterically slightly in a cute way. I'm trying to pull up the shoelaces, and I did not pull them up beforehand. I bet they're in accessories. What do you want to bet?
Yeah.
Hold on, child mine. So talk a little bit more about these. The shoelaces are Eat, Sleep, Dance, and they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 different colors. Yeah. I'm not kidding. That was a little high pitched in my ear.
Sorry, I forgot about the. Yeah. Sorry, Mom.
That's okay. No, like, so there's birthday cake, there's vampire, there's red splash,
Cake?
there's purple splash, there's blue splash, there's
Cake?
ink spot, there's galaxy, there's shooting stars, there's Dalmatian, and there's plain old black.
Dalmatian? Dalmatian puppy?
Yeah, it's black and white.
Dalmatian puppy?
What
will
you
think
are
too
like,
much?
you're like, what I definitely need here is all of them. So Miss LeeAnn, just buy them all.
You know what I also definitely need?
What?
Dalmatian one equal.
An interesting dog. Okay, so back to important stuff.
So that would be 10 Schnauzers plus the Dalmatian.
Hey,
But
question. You've taken your Taylas like all around the country to tap when we've done shoots around. We've even used them with the covers on out at Garden of the Gods.
I think we need new covers.
Yeah.
Miss LeeAnn, I
send
think I
LeeAnn
might need some new covers. If you're watching this, I think me and my mother lost them. Also, I broke them. Also, I think I need a new pair.
A pair of shoes?
No, covers. What? If she's watching this, let's get out of the way of telling her.
We could probably just call.
Yeah, or we could just use a shortcut called this.
She's coming on the podcast next week. We're going to have all the technical difficulties worked out.
What did you look like at the pity? You're not technical difficulty. I'm a puppy and I need to be paid attention to difficulty. Because dogs are dogs.
He was definitely on my list of technical difficulties this week, as much as he was barking during the podcast.
Yeah, but he wasn't barking when Courtney and Miss LeeAnn were here. Probably because it was night.
Nope. He barked enough that I had to kick him out of the studio at one point, remember?
Yeah, but that was like a few hours.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
Can you tell everyone, like, you're gonna use your Taylas for the student showcase in DC, correct?
But
I know it's really early in the morning. We usually don't record at bright and early in the morning. Do not put that there. That will create a feedback that might blow my expensive dill.
like
Yeah,
kaboom?
don't do that. Yeah.
Kaboom?
Can we get back to? So
Kaboom.
you're doing Leta. You're doing Hound Dog.
Hound Dog.
Are we bringing the guitar to DC, or are you doing it without the guitar?
I'm not gonna even try with TSA. I'm not even gonna try. I spelled that right? I spelled that right?
Spelled what right?
You know, the people in charge of all the security?
Oh, TSA?
Yeah, I spelled that right?
No, you would put it. We would. I don't know that we would bring it in as a carry-on. I might actually try to trust them as a special object.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna try with TSA. I don't trust them. I do not trust them. Plus, they make rules for stuff that happens in other countries and other America.
True. Well,
That only happened once, like centuries ago.
It wasn't centuries ago. It was before you were born, but it wasn't centuries ago.
So was it dinosaur age?
No, it was actually this millennium.
But some of that stuff happened in the 2000s.
That would be this millennium.
No. This is the
They didn't-
20th. Because
Okay.
2024.
Oh, that's decade, Leta. Let's get back on topic. You do your entire soul talk rehearsals in your Taylas. You have done them in other shoes before. How do the Taylas compare to the other shoes you've done your soul talk in? Like, do you find them comfortable to wear for hours upon hours upon hours upon hours upon
Yeah.
hours?
It's just I have to figure out why my feet keep rubbing against them in the back. Maybe I'm not tying them tight enough.
You might not be tightening them tight enough. Plus, I mean, you're kind of not really right there. We could get some spacers for the back, but you're too big for the 9s and too small for the 9.5s. They don't do like quarter sizes, kiddo.
Why did I have to have tall trees in the whole tree? In the whole tree? In the whole tree?
You're like, why can't I just get custom Taylas made just for me?
No, I'm like, why can't only a few bits of my family tree have tall trees and not a whole shebang?
Yeah, that's not going to be the problem with your different sizing in your foot. Plus, you have one foot that's a different size than another foot. Your feet aren't the same size.
I thought that was just a normal human being thing.
A lot of people don't have the same size foot. But yours are legitimately different sizes, like by a lot.
What do you mean? When they put them up together, they're the same size. Kind of.
They're about a half size different.
No, they're not.
Okay, back on topic. What you use your Taylas for daily practice here at the house, where you're putting in a couple hours a day.
Me.
You use your Taylas when you're going off to, I know it's way too early in the morning for you to do this. You use your Taylas when we're heading off to festivals.
Me.
You toss your Taylas in your jet setter bag when we're hiking and doing shoots out in the middle of freaking nowhere.
She means jet setter.
What did I say?
I think you said cider. But maybe I heard you wrong.
Oh.
Maybe my audio
I too think
processing
I've not-
disorder is against me.
Or mom has not had enough coffee yet, because we usually do this mid-morning, but I gotta get this done like now so that we can process it so we can get it up by 4 p.m. today.
Yeah.
We have waited until the last minute on this week's podcast again.
Yeah. I think I have
So-
to get some coffee before we go shopping today.
We're gonna stop at a Starbucks before we go shopping today.
Yeah.
I think we're doing drive-through because we're kind of cutting it close on when we're doing stuff. Let's get back to your Taylas.
Yeah.
Would you, if someone was looking for that pair of shoes, would you suggest the Taylas?
Sorry.
Okay. Shall we start from the beginning on that question? If
No.
someone was looking for for a pair of shoes, if someone was looking for a pair of their first pair of professional shoes, which pair of professional shoes would you suggest they buy, Leta, Virginia? Okay, not trying to be mean, but we might not want to make
The Taylas? Can we just use the other one of the other two? That is okay.
You're laughing.
I'm not that.
I think he sees a squirrel.
Yeah, and also seriously, do I sound like I died when I
I
laughed?
think you sound like you might be a critter or something. I don't know. Dog has issues.
I laughed too hard. I laughed too hard.
Where can they special order Taylas? Because Taylas are a special order.
Miss LeeAnn store.
And where can they find Miss LeeAnn's store?
Shoelaces.
Can they find her online too?
Oh. Styles and emotions. Yeah.
Does she have a Facebook and an Instagram too?
Does she?
Yes, she does.
She does?
Yes, she does.
She does? Check.
Yes.
I know you probably see a critter. Do not bark for the critter.
All right.
Okay, I let know.
So I'm going to probably put some video in here of you dancing with your Taylas over us talking, because hey, that's a good idea, right?
Yeah. Wait. What would Jack Elvis look like in tap shoes? Do you think I could get him to be a tapping dog?
Dear So Danca, Leta would like tap shoes for her pity. I don't think they're making you tap shoes for your pity. This is not sponsored content, by the way. Neither LeeAnn nor So Danca has paid
Lisa.
us for this review, have they?
It's just like helping out. Oh,
Well,
so
you
that
would.
doesn't mean help, but needs mom doesn't mean help, but it's just a Maria.
Plus, I mean, we are kind of using her for stuff because we need a podcast guest, and she has graciously agreed to come on a brand new podcast and be our podcast guest.
Yeah.
I think
And
we
that's
have
a
her.
plus not if we get them enough business. Maybe. Just maybe. They can. Get more. Get to be able to get staff so they can come down and visit us so I can steal Courtney as her mom from the family.
You miss living in the same town, don't you?
Yes.
Okay. Let's make sure everyone knows Styles in Motion at Las Cruces, New Mexico, off Telshore and Missouri by the Pickwick. Are you excited about Courtney and her mom, Miss LeeAnn, coming on the podcast next week with no technical difficulties?
Yeah.
I have a feeling we're going to be talking student shoes. Yeah. All right. Shall we sign off?
Yes.
Until next week?
Yes.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
All right. Bye.